Oh my gosh. It's feeling real. Tomorrow I'm going on my first ever long haul flight. I've never been on a flight longer than maybe like 2 or 3 hours, so I'm a little bit nervous. My husband Liam and I are going to, well, technically we're going to Canada, Boston and New York. We're only in Canada for literally like 24 hours. Long story short, we were going to be flying through Canada anyway, and we were kind of like, why not just stay there an extra day, explore for one day, just to see it a little tiny bit. So we'll be in Montreal for 24 hours, then we have a few days in Boston, and then we'll be taking the train to New York City, where we are spending the bulk of our trip. So overall we'll be away for about 2.5 weeks. And I'm so nervous, but so excited. Again, like I said, I've never been on a long haul flight. I've not really traveled outside of Australia much at all. I've been to Vanuatu and the Solomon Islands, which are both very close to Australia. So I've definitely never gone this far away from home before. There's a lot of firsts going on and I'm very, very nervous, but also just really excited. But I thought it would be fun to film a pack with me. Take this with a grain of salt. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done this before, but I've watched a million trillion videos about what to pack, what to bring in your carry-on, what to pack in your suitcase, all of the things, and I just loved watching them. They were so helpful for me, so I thought I would make my own. So here are the 2 bags that I'm planning on taking. These are both brand new, so I don't mind putting them on my bed because they haven't seen the outside world yet, so they're not dirty yet. But these are both from Antler. I'll link them both down below. These were gifted. I am so thankful. They obviously come in a whole bunch of other colorways as well. This is the Antler medium suitcase in taupe, and then this is the Chelsea backpack in taupe or taupe, however you say it. So those are the only 2 bags I'm really planning on taking, as well as my like Uniqlo like crossbody bag. But I just didn't really want to take a carry-on suitcase. I just really wanted to have a backpack, honestly, just for convenience. I'm only going for 2.5 weeks. I don't need like the craziest amount of stuff. Will I be overpacking? Probably. I probably will, so keep that in mind. I'm thinking we start off with our carry-on. I'm so excited to be using this bag. I feel like this is just going to be my go-to carry-on, whether I'm doing international or domestic trips, because it's just the perfect size. And I love that it opens up completely, pretty much like a suitcase. Has like the straps here as well. We have 2 pockets on the inside. We have 1 pocket on the outside that also has internal pockets in here. We also have this compartment in the back, which will be perfect for like my laptop and iPad and stuff like that. And then we have a side pocket on each side, but this one is expandable, which is really nice, so you can fit a water bottle in there. And a really cool feature as well is that it actually has this like detachable bag. I don't know what this is supposed to be for. Like, is it supposed to be for shoes? Potentially keeping your shoes clean and like not touching anything else maybe? I actually don't know, and I don't know really what I'll use it for, to be honest. But let me go and get everything that I'm hoping to put in my carry-on, and we'll put it on the bed. Okay. I'm already overwhelmed. One of the biggest tips that people told me was to pack a change of clothes in your carry-on. Just in case your luggage gets lost, you'll at least have 2 to 3 days of clothes. So I just took this little mini packing cube and I put my favorite pair of denim shorts, a t-shirt, a tank, a pair of socks and 2 pairs of underwear, just in case. Hopefully we don't lose our luggage and we don't need to use this, but if we do, we have it. Actually, should I start with the back pocket? Maybe I should. I'm a very type A personality. I'm big on itineraries, I'm big on lists, I'm big on all of those types of things. So this is just like an emergency folder. It's full of things like printouts of our ETAs and ESTAs, like visas for getting into Canada and the USA. We have printouts of all of our hotel confirmation and receipts, emergency contact information, all of our flight information, insurance information, like anything that just like we might possibly need in an emergency, it's in here. Again, I hope I don't have to use this at all, but we'll see. Then of course we have my laptop, which I will need for working. I also am bringing a coloring book, which I don't know if this is dumb or not, but I'm really scared that I'm gonna get bored on this plane. I'm not the best at watching movies. I'm obviously gonna be doing a lot of reading, because if you don't know, I love reading. But we have 20 hours of time to fill, so I thought it can't hurt. It doesn't take up barely any room at all. Also bring my iPad for work purposes. And then lastly, in this pocket, I am bringing a little journal. I'm hoping to just journal my whole trip, write about our days, what we get up to, and also use that as a bit of a junk journal. So keep any copies of tickets and receipts or little photos that we take, just everything and anything I want to stick in here, and hopefully come back with lots of memories in here. So we also have that. That is everything for this back pocket. back to this front pocket. I already know this is not going to fit in here, but this is just like extra tech stuff. So I have a lot of chargers, a lot of cords, universal travel adapters, portable phone charger, all of that sort of stuff I've put in here, but I think I'm going to give this to Liam to put in his bag because I don't think it's going to fit in mine, and he will definitely have room in his suitcase. So I'm going to put that in his pile. However, I do have another little bag full of tech related things. So on one side, I just have all of my like main cords and chargers that I need. So I have my laptop charger, but I also can use this to charge my phone. I have a bunch of USB-C cords, Kindle cords, the cord for my headphones so that I can listen to movies on the plane. I also have my little SD card adapter. So that's that side. Also, this little bag is just from Amazon. And then on the other side, I just have my camera and my microphone and my mini tripod because filming is obviously my job. So I need to bring a camera with me. So that's my little tech bag. And like I said, we have another one for Liam. So I also just have a little pencil case full of coloring pencils for my coloring books, and then just like pens and random things for journaling. Then we just have my little travel jewelry case, which I do want to keep in my carry-on because I don't want to lose that at all. And then I just have a little mini toiletry bag, I guess, just full of the essentials that I might want to use on the plane or during layovers. So toothbrush, toothpaste, cleanser, moisturizer, deodorant. Obviously I have other toiletries, but they'll just be in my checked luggage. So that's kind of like this main compartment, and then we just have the little pockets on the side here. So in this top mesh one, I think I'm just gonna put this little thing that I have, which is just band-aids, hair tie, tissues. I feel like these are just essentials. And then I'm also bringing hand sanitizer. Again, just like easy reach, good to have. And then in this pocket here, I have a little mini hairbrush and then one of these portable luggage scales, which I think I'm gonna leave out for now because I wanna weigh this, like both pieces of luggage, and see how heavy they are. And then in the very front pocket, I'm just gonna have my Kindle. And that fits everything perfectly. And then I have my little Uniqlo bag, which has some things that I just want to have in really easy reach. So I have my big headphones that will probably just sit around my neck, my Kobo. Yes, I'm bringing my Kobo and my Kindle, but I'm not bringing any physical books, so I felt like I could justify it. And both of them have different books downloaded onto them, so I'm justifying it. I have my passport and a little mini wallet that also has my travel debit card in it. And then as for other cards, I'm bringing one of my Australian debit cards. I'm hoping I won't have to use it, but just in case. Then I've got my Medicare card and my driver's license, and I think that's literally everything. And I will be getting some cash out as well. Then I just have my little mini headphones in case my big ones run out of charge, which I don't think they will, but just in case. And then lip balm and a pen. And also a little picture pal, or like Octo Buddy, whatever you want to call it, which is double-sided. Honestly, out of those things, I feel like my headphones take the most amount of space, but that's that little bag. And then lastly, I do have a little neck pillow, but I'm just gonna keep it in this little bag and probably like tie it onto the side of my backpack because obviously I can't fit it inside, so I have no choice. But that is all of my carry-on stuff done. I don't think this will be like crazy heavy, but shall we see how heavy it is? I actually haven't used this yet. 7.1, which is like kind of heavy, but not too bad. Moving on to our checked luggage. This is what we're working with. We have two sections, obviously. We also have this really interesting like little pocket on the side here that has a zipper. On this side we have two mesh pockets, and then obviously just another compartment here. And these also do expand. Like I can expand the side if I really need to, but I'm hoping I won't have to. Let me go get all of the stuff that I'm hoping will fit in here. We have a lot of stuff to fit into this suitcase, and I feel like this is the part where I'm like definitely overpacking, but if it fits and if it's underweight, I don't really mind. One thing about me is that I love packing cubes and I love putting things in little baggies to keep everything together and keep everything organized, and I just know where everything is. So there are a lot of little bags and packing cubes and things, but it works for me. And all of these little bags and things I've like accumulated over years. I didn't go out and buy packing cubes or like toiletry bags or anything. Like these are all just things I've accumulated over the years, and I just shoved all my stuff into them. So I'm hoping clothes can fit in one side and then everything else can fit in the other side. We'll see if I can do that, but that's the goal. First things first, air tag. I think I'm gonna put it in this little random like side thing. I don't know if this is for something in particular. I've never had a suitcase that had this little, I don't know, but I'm putting my air tag in it, and I think I'm also gonna put my curling iron in it because it's the perfect size. Yeah, that literally fits perfectly. And again, I just will know exactly where those two things are, so gorgeous. I also think I'm going to use one of these little mesh pockets for socks, because I don't have a little bag to put them in or a little packing cube. I ran out. I honestly am just bringing as many pairs of socks as possible. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 11 pairs. And we're going for over 2.5 weeks. So I guess at some point we will definitely have to do some washing. Like, I don't have an outfit for every single day. Or I might have like more shirts or something. I don't really know. But that's perfect. All my socks are in here. Maybe we'll do clothes in this side. This is the biggest packing cube that I have. And in this one, I have all of my bottoms. So for bottoms, I've already got my favorite pair of denim shorts in my carry-on, like I mentioned. But apart from that, I have one pair of jeans, one pair of linen pants, because I'm thinking it'll be hot most of the time, but in the evenings, it might be nice to have some long pant options. And then I'm a big skort girly. I love wearing skorts. So I have a denim skort, a black skort, a beige skort, and a white linen skort. Those are all the bottoms that I have. There's definitely like room in this packing cube, but I don't have any more smaller packing cubes. Then we have all of my dresses in this packing cube. So in here I have 2 white dresses, but they're different vibes, so that's okay. 1 pink dress, a black and white gingham dress, and then 2 black dresses. Technically one of them is a romper, and again, they're very different vibes, so I can justify it. A lot of the clothes that I'm bringing are from Princess Polly, from my try-on haul that I posted the other day, so definitely check that out if you want to see the pieces like more in depth. And then I have another big packing cube full of tops. I have definitely overpacked with tops, but my thing is I brought a bunch of really basic bottom options, and so I want to be able to like make the outfits look different. Even if I'm wearing the same bottoms, I'll have different tops. So I definitely have a lot of tops. I am aware I've overpacked, and you'll be able to tell that I love white tops. So I have a lot of little white tops. I have some floral tops. I have some black tops. We have tanks, we have tees, some that are more oversized fits, some that are more form-fitting. We kind of have a bit of everything in here. Then I have a little packing cube that's full of underwear and bras. This little bag is full of pajamas, and then this little zip-up baggie is activewear. And then as for jumpers, I'm gonna wear a black crew neck on the plane, I think, with my Lululemon Aligns, because that's just really comfy. And I'm also gonna wear my Sambas, just like my classic Sambas. So I will have obviously that black jumper with me, but I'm also gonna bring this cute little white cardigan from Glassons, which I think will look really cute over any of my like dresses or like cuter outfits, like if we go out in the evening and I want to look a bit cuter, this is a great option. And I'm gonna tuck this in the side here. And then I also just have this blue button-up top that I thrifted a few years ago, and it's one of just like my favorite tops. I wear it all the time, and it's just perfect to chuck on if it's not like cold, but you just need more than like a tank or a tee. I think that's all of my clothes, which is gorgeous. That fits so well. I might also just tuck this in this side, so I'm also just gonna bring this big tote bag. I feel like this will just be handy, like if we want to go to a laundromat and do a load of washing, I can just like put all of our dirty laundry in this bag to carry it. Or if we want to pick up a bunch of snacks from the grocery store, I've got a reusable bag here. Or if we do a little day trip and we want to bring a bunch of stuff with us. I think that's that side done, and that's all my clothes done. Let's twist this around. Moving on to the other side, we still have this little mesh pocket, which I think I'm gonna put my book sleeve in. I'm planning on buying some books while I'm overseas, and I feel like I need a way to bring them back protected. And I know that I can fit at least like 3 books in here. So this is something that isn't being utilized yet, but I think it will be, and it doesn't take up much space. Then I have this little bag, and this is full of just like accessories. So I have a cap in here, and then I have a bunch of headbands. I have a black belt and a brown belt, and that's everything in there. So that's just like things to dress up my outfits, because a lot of my outfits are very, very simple. Like a lot of just plain white tops and plain black and white bottoms, denim bottoms. So I feel like a cap or a headband will kind of be able to jazz that up a little bit. So that's those pockets done, and now we still have this whole side, and we actually don't have that much more to pack. Firstly, we have my toiletry bag. So this is just the other stuff that isn't in my like little mini one that's going in my carry-on. So I have these little wrist, I don't know what they're called, but these stop the water from running down my arms when I wash my face. And these are literally a necessity to me. Like I don't know how people don't use these. I also have a shower cap. Again, I love a shower cap. I have my brush that I use for slick backs, and then I also have a bunch of hair ties around the handle because obviously I need hair ties, and then I've also got just a little comb that I use when I'm styling my hair. I try to be pretty minimalistic with my toiletries. Like, I'm trying not to bring just a bunch of random stuff that I might or might not use. These are all just like my essentials. So I already have my cleanser and my moisturizer in my other bag, but I do have my little serum here. This is the Mochi Skin Serum from Key to Skin. I was debating whether to bring both of my serums, but I just don't think I need both. Like, I do use both every day at home, but I just, like, with traveling, I just don't want to have to bring both. And so I decided to bring this one because this one is hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, and those things are just so fantastic for your skin, and I just don't think I can go without them, or at least my skin can go without them. Like, I already know my skin is going to be so bad when I travel because, one, being on a plane and, like, traveling is just not great for your skin for so many hours, especially. And then also, oh, do I want to take that in my carry-on? I might switch that around, we'll see. But also, my skin can react pretty badly to certain foods, and I know my skin's not gonna love it, but sometimes you just have to live life, okay? Apart from that, I also have this like makeup remover oil that I've put a lot of these in little travel bottles, obviously to take up less room. Then I also have my shampoo and conditioner. We also will have body wash, but Liam is gonna bring it in his toiletry bag. I have a little mini micellar water. I have my bronzing drops for the days that I don't really want to wear makeup, but I still want to have something on my skin. I love these. These are from MCO Beauty. Then we also have the MCO Beauty body spray, which I absolutely love. And then I'm also bringing my little mini Olaplex number 3. I use this to do my slick backs. I either use this or mousse. So I thought this would be just simple, easy. It's really small. Again, I can do my slick backs whilst still basically putting my hair in a hair mask. Like, it's perfect. And then I think I just have a razor and some tweezers in here, and that's everything in here. And once we get to Boston and we're done with the flights, I'll move all of the stuff from my mini toiletry bag in my carry-on into this bag because I still have plenty of room in here, so that can go in here. And then I also have this bag. This is just full of very random things that I think will be helpful and useful. I don't know if essential is the right word, but I'll tell you what we have in here. First of all, we have my beauty headband, which I just, again, I need this to be able to be a happy girl. I also have just like a delicates bag, which obviously is going to be helpful if we need to do a load of laundry over there, but it's also just helpful because I think I'm going to put all of my dirty clothes in this bag to keep them separate from my clean clothes. I also have a little mini reusable shopping bag. This little Ziploc bag is full of little hair ribbons. Again, I feel like I can't bring a lot of pairs of shoes with me. Oh my gosh, I forgot about shoes. They're over the side there. They're just on the floor. That's why I thought I had so much room here. But I can't bring a lot of pairs of shoes or a lot of little cute bags. And so I wanted a way to accessorize and make my outfits a little bit cuter without having to bring really bulky items. And hair ribbons are just the perfect way to do that. So I have a whole little baggie of those. Then we just have some face sunscreen and some body sunscreen. I could probably put them in my toiletry bag actually because I have this face. Then we just have some cleansing wipes. Actually, I want to put these in my carry-on too, so I'm going to do that. See, this is why it's good to film this video because I'm changing a few things around. But I also have a power board in here because then I can just use one of our, we are bringing 2 universal travel adapters, which I think will be good, but then I can use one of the travel adapters to plug in to this, and then we can just use all of our normal Australian plugs on the power board. A lot of people said that was a really handy thing to have. Then I'm bringing a lint roller with a bunch of refills because I feel like that's just a helpful thing again to have. I probably have way too many. I probably don't even need the refills, but I just want to know that I have them. I'm bringing a pair of scissors. Am I allowed to do that? I don't know if I am. They're really, like, they're not sharp. They're like kid scissors. I might look that up before. So if you think I shouldn't have taken them, too bad because I've already left for my trip. But I feel like scissors are just really handy to have. Like if we buy anything over there that we need to like open and like get out of packaging or cut any tags off things, or if I want to cut anything to like put in my little junk journal, I want to have scissors, but I'm scared. I'm not putting them in my carry-on because I feel like I definitely can't have them in my carry-on, but this is, I'm not sure. I need to research. And the last thing I have in here is just this little travel mirror, which I think is going to be absolutely incredible. I got this on Amazon. I think my besties got this when they went overseas and they definitely convinced me, but I just like don't know what the mirror situation will be like when we're traveling, and I just want to be able to have a little portable one that I can obviously just carry around with me. And this one is amazing because it has a light, it has multiple multiple lights. You have different options around the edges there, so even if the light in the hotel is terrible, I can still do my makeup and feel okay about it. And it's also rechargeable, so I can just plug it in to recharge it. And again, I feel like that would just be handy for this trip, but also like if you ever go on a girls trip, you know how useful it is to have a little mirror with you, because sometimes there's just like not enough space in the bathroom for all of you to do your makeup, or it's just like easier to do your makeup with a little mirror. So I feel like I'm gonna get so much use out of that, not even just this trip, but like any trip I go on. And that was just from Amazon, by the way. So that's everything that I have in that random little bag full of just, again, things that might be helpful, might not be, but I want to know that I have them. And actually something that is very similar to that is this little bag here, which is just jam-packed full of emergency related things. So I have cold and flu medication, tissues, ear cleaners, band-aids, like a heap of band-aids, body tape in case I need it for any outfits, paracetamol, ibuprofen, throat lozenges, what is this called, gastric or something. I also have Hydrolite in here. I also have a bunch of safety pins in case we have any like outfit malfunctions or something where that would be handy to have. I also have little travel, like little wrist travel sickness bands. We are doing a long train trip and I think we'll be fine, but I already had them from a previous trip that I went on, so I was like, I may as well just bring them just in case. And then I think I just have some hair bands, nail clippers, nail file, just a bunch, like I said, emergency things that we just might need. Hopefully we won't have to have any of this. I know that we're going to a place where I can like go out and buy pain medication, cold and flu medication, I don't know, throat lozenges, band-aids. Like I know we can go out and buy those things, but I just am an anxious person and I feel better knowing that I already have them, just in case. Again, do we need them? Probably not, but that's okay. And then we just have my makeup bag. Again, I tried to be pretty minimal with what I'm bringing with me, so I just have my everyday makeup routine. I don't have multiple blushes, multiple bronzers, multiple lip products. Like I really do just have one of each thing. So that will go in here. And then I also am bringing one nice bag. This is my bag that I just use every day when I'm at home. I know that it's comfortable and I won't get annoyed like carrying it on my shoulder, but if I just don't want to be using my Uniqlo over the shoulder bag, which is like, it's fine, it's just not necessarily very cute. Like very, very functional for like more casual days. But if we go out for dinner or if we go anywhere where I just want to feel like I look a bit nicer, I want to have one bag that's just a little cuter, you know? And I feel like this is just a great color. I really didn't know whether I should bring this or a black one, but I decided on this one because again, I use it every day when I'm at home. It goes with like all my outfits here. This one is from The Horse. I got it for Christmas? Yeah, I think I got it for Christmas from my mother-in-law and it has been one of the best gifts ever. Like I love this bag so much. And then for shoes, I think I am overpacking in the shoe department, but again, I think I have the space so I don't really mind. Like I said, I'm going to be wearing my Sambas on the plane because they are just super comfy. I love my Sambas. I know that not everyone thinks that they're super comfy, but I love mine. I wear them every single day. I've never got blisters from them. I just know they're like my tried and true, you know? But then apart from that, I'm bringing my Asics, which are my running shoes slash like walking shoes, because I'm planning on doing a few runs. While we're in the US, I would love to do a run over Brooklyn Bridge and I would love to do a run through Central Park. Those are both like bucket list items for me. So I'm bringing my running shoes and I think it'll just be nice to have a really comfy pair of shoes on the days where I just know we're going to be doing a lot of walking. And then I think, I don't know if I should bring these, but I think I will. These are my pink Gazelles and I don't think they're as comfortable as my Sambas for me personally, but I do just love them and they're so cute. Like they're so cute. So I think I am gonna bring them again. I have the space, like why not? And for days where I don't want to be wearing sneakers, I have 2 pairs of ballet flats. I personally love ballet flats. I think they're really cute and they're also fantastic for traveling because they take up barely any space at all. And both of mine are just really cheap pairs as well. I have these little black slingbacks that have like a bit of a pointed toe. These ones are from Kmart. They're so cheap and they're really comfy. I'm also obviously only bringing shoes that I've already worn in and I just know are really comfy. And then I also have this pair, which I think will look really cute with some of my dresses and like cuter outfits. These are just like a cream color of ballet flats from Big W actually. Again, really inexpensive and they can just be like squished down to take up no space at all. And that's everything, I think. That just fits so perfect. We'll zip it up. I'm scared you guys are gonna be like, Rachel, you're literally forgetting the most obvious thing ever. But by the time you watch this, I'm already gone. Hopefully anything else that I could need if I forget anything, I'll just be able to buy it when I'm over there. Like I'm not planning on doing a crazy amount of shopping while I'm overseas. I definitely will be buying some things, I'm sure, but I'm hoping that I will have everything that I need. Like I hope I'm bringing everything that I need. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that was actually so easy to zip up, and I don't need to use the expanders yet. Maybe I will after doing some shopping, specifically book shopping, but let's see how heavy this is. Are we ready? 18 kilos. That's not bad. I'm really happy with that because that gives me a little bit of room if I do want to add anything in or like buy anything. Like I have the weight for it. I think I'm done. I think that's everything. Why does that make me more nervous? Like I said, we leave tomorrow morning. It's currently 11 a.m. So this time tomorrow I'll be literally on the plane, which is crazy.
Good morning, guys. We are officially, well, what are we officially? We're officially at the airport. We're near our gate. We're not sitting at our gate because there's not many seats there. We got through all the things we needed to go through, and now we're just waiting. And it feels so good to be like through all of that stuff because that was scary. Yesterday when we checked in for our flight, we had a spare seat next to us, and I am hoping and praying that that seat is still open and like still empty when we get on our flight, because that would mean obviously we just have a little bit more space between us, like we'll have a row to ourselves. So we've got a 13-hour flight to Vancouver, and then we have a 2.5-hour layover in Vancouver, and then we have a 5-hour flight to Montreal where we'll be staying for 2 nights. So that is the journey we are currently embarking on. I think we have about an hour until boarding, which feels really nice, like no rushing at all, which is just I don't think I'm way too anxious to be able to be cutting it close. I don't know how people do it. I applaud you, but it will never be me. How are you feeling about 13 hours of flying?
Good.
Anyway, I'm going to stop filming in the middle of the airport where everyone's staring at me talking to this tiny little robot, and I guess we'll see you hopefully, when we're on our flight. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. I feel like I'm looking extra rough, but hello guys, I thought I would check in. We just finished our 13-hour flight from Brisbane to Vancouver. I'm not gonna lie, kind of hated it. It was so long. Like nothing wrong with the actual process, like it went very smoothly. Nothing to complain about in terms of the actual flight itself. I just got bored, so bored, and like I had stuff to do. Like I watched so many movies, I read my book. I mean, so many movies. I watched 2.5 movies. I watched, if you were wondering, what did I watch? Oh, I watched Little Women, which if you guys know, I've never seen the movie. And I only read the book for the first time like last month, and I'd been wanting to watch the movie, and so I did, and I loved it. Like the movie was absolutely phenomenal. They took the scenes like so directly out of the book. They did do things somewhat differently. It was just very much like the book for the most part. I feel like the ending was a little bit different, but I loved how they did it in the movie. Almost kind of open-ended, or just like, did Louisa May Alcott write this ending because she had to or because she wanted to? Very interesting thought process. Anyway, I also watched The Parent Trap, which was such a slay, and then I tried to start watching the new Hunger Games movie, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, but I just couldn't focus, so I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched maybe like 20 or 30 minutes. I watched the new Bookmarked episode. I watched Matcha Therapy. I have started watching Kenzie Elizabeth's podcast interview with Jessa Hastings, read my books, did all the things that I possibly could do, but I still was kind of bored. It just felt so long. Unfortunately, no sleep was had. Technically, it would be like midnight our time now, but it is 7:30 in the morning here. We did sit next to a really nice man though. Kind of made friends. He was telling me about his life, and it was actually very interesting. Last year, he walked across Spain, like from one side to the other, which I just thought was really interesting. Now he's going to Canada to meet one of the friends that he made while he was walking across Spain. Crazy. He was very nice. A very great person to sit next to, honestly. We have a 2-hour layover. Maybe I'll try and get some work done, and then we have 5 hours to Montreal. So we'll see how that goes, but I am feeling a bit brain dead, but overall not too bad. Everything has gone smoothly. I also checked our air tags and our luggage has made it, which is really nice, just knowing that it's at least in the country. But I'll keep you guys updated. 'Cause 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 'c Bonjour.
C'est la vie.
Good morning from Montreal. We are sitting outside of the... what's it called? Notre Dame Basilica? Basilica. We're only in Montreal for one day. We literally leave tomorrow morning, so we are just exploring as much as we can today. We have just been walking around for the past, how long do you think? 30-ish minutes. We just walked here from our hotel. We want to get breakfast at Crew Collective, which is this cafe in this really beautiful old building. Liam has planned the whole day, so I don't really know what we're doing. He is the itinerary king for today, which is really fun. So yeah, we're going to have breakfast at this place, but it doesn't open till 9, which I don't think like anything. Well, I mean, we just went to a souvenir shop and that was open, but everything here is closed, which is just crazy because in Australia, cafes specifically all open at like, I don't know, 6 or 7 a.m. And so the fact that this one doesn't open till 9 and it feels like nothing is open and it's like 9 a.m. and the streets are like empty in the city, it's just so interesting. I'm really intrigued to know if Boston and New York are going to be like this. It's very, very windy today, but yesterday the forecast for today said it was going to be raining all day. So we will very happily take a windy day instead of a rainy day. But yeah, we're just going to walk around today. I think we want to see Old Montreal and then a few other places. We just went into a souvenir shop that was next to the Notre Dame Basilica of Montreal. Is that right? Yeah. We just went inside a souvenir shop and we bought a Christmas ornament, which is really fun. I think this might be a new tradition for us, so that was very cute. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling exhausted. I slept well last night, but I woke up really early. I think we ended up getting to bed around 10. We literally just like checked into our hotel, put our stuff down, went and got dinner, ate dinner, showered, got ready for bed, went to bed. Oh, awesome. And the hope was that we would sleep from like 10 a.m. till 7 a.m. The drink. Whoa, my gosh. It was a pigeon. I woke up at like 4:45, which was not ideal. Couldn't get back to sleep. Liam slept till like 6:30, which is fantastic. So not too bad. Hopefully we're like on the right sleep schedule, time schedule now, but we'll see how we go. I feel like I'm fading and I would really like a coffee. So I think we're going to do that now. We're currently... do you know where we are? I actually don't know.
Old Port.
We went and got a cold drink and we're just sitting in the park, really. What's been your favourite part of the day so far?
Probably Old Montreal.
I agree, actually. It's really cute. What do you have to say for yourself? Sorry.
Oh.
What we didn't realise before we came, and I think this is completely our bad for not doing enough research about Montreal, is just how French it is.
C'est la vie. Salut.
Salut.
Excusez-moi.
We're trying to learn French. We didn't... Okay, so I googled it and it says like 85% of Montreal speaks French. Like we knew that a lot of people would speak French here, but I think we thought it would be like 50-50. Like 50%... I was about to say Canadian. English. 50% English, 50% French. But it's literally like most things are written in French, which is fine. Like that's our bad. But I just didn't realise how French it would be. The zipline is crazy, guys. There's just a random zipline in the middle of the park. I also think French is like the most beautiful language. Like people just sound so pretty when they speak in French. Anyway, Montreal, you're so beautiful. Au revoir. Yo, what's up? Liam just woke up from a nap, so I think this is the most energy we're going to get out of you.
Yeah.
We decided to get Tim Hortons because it just felt like a very Canadian thing to do. I grew up watching so many Canadian YouTubers, not so many actually, a few Canadian YouTubers who were always going to Tim Hortons for their morning coffee, and I just felt like I needed to try. But we really weren't that hungry, so we just got 2 donuts. I don't know what the donuts that we got even are.
We got the apple...
Oh yeah, we did get the apple strudel? Apple turn it over?
I don't remember the second word.
Apple, I feel like it's a classic. And then we got something else. I'm not really sure. The lady was, I think she mostly spoke French. And then I was trying to speak to her in English, and it wasn't a seamless conversation. But we both tried. She tried, I tried. She said, this one? I said, yeah, sure. Give me whatever. So we have 2 donuts, but I don't know what the second one is. Which one do you want to try first?
Maybe the one we know.
The apple strudel? Apple... Did I say that one before? It's not apple crumble, I know that for sure. Apple Danish. Yeah, it's that top
Apple
one.
fritter.
Apple fritter
In
donut.
UK.
Are we about to kiss right now? Also, we tried poutine. I mean, we only tried it from one place. Like, it might be better or worse from other places. We went to Poutineville, which just felt very fitting. We wanted to try poutine just because it felt like a very Montreal thing to do. Is it a Canadian thing or like a Montreal thing?
I think Canada.
All of
Poutine.
Canada. Poutine. The lady,
Putin?
the server was saying
Vladimir.
poutine. Is it poutine?
I don't know. That's how it's spelled.
I know it's spelt
Yeah,
poutine, but the
should
server
know
was
better.
saying poutine. Oh, apple fritter. It's literally
Honey
called apple fritter.
cruller.
Honey cruller. Cruller.
Cruller?
Cruller. It blows my mind that these are $1.59. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, there is nothing you could find in Australia for $1.59. Like, not even maybe a bottle of water. Okay, let's try. Good.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. I love cinnamon. So, wait. Back to the poutine for a second. I think I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe a 7. Like, it was good and I would have it again, but it wasn't, like, my favorite thing in the world. What would you give
I
it?
think I said 6.5.
6.5. I was saying to Liam, I feel like it's the type of thing that I would eat at, like, a football game, or we said after a night out. I give it to you for, like...
You finish a sentence, then you just go...
and just, like, hope you have something to say.
I don't have nothing to add.
What would you give this out of 10? The apple fritter donut?
Probably like an 8.
An 8.
Very good.
Yeah, it's really good. I would definitely get that again. Oh, I didn't even show you guys. Here's what it looks like. This one looks really pretty. I kind of just chose it because it looked cute. It's so soft. That was not what I was expecting. Oh, I would give this one an 8 out of 10. And I think I'd give this one an 8.5.
Probably lower that now.
Really?
To like 7.5. And then that one to like an 8.
Okay, there is our Tim Hortons review of the day. Thank you so much for joining us. I was about to say I would get again, but like I have no idea if we'll ever be in Canada again. Maybe.
I totally forgot to end the vlog, so here I am in a whole different country actually ending the vlog. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I packed for my trip. Hope you enjoyed watching my delirious 20+ hour travel day self, and then also our 1 day in Montreal. We honestly loved Montreal. It was so beautiful. I'm so glad we got to see even just the tiniest bit of it. But now I am in Boston and you guys will see that in the next vlog. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video very soon.